And we are live. So I want to introduce to you guys the star of the family, the person that just needs somebody to still pour her milk for. And she's going on 10. My daughter, Harmony Elise. She's going to help me co-host this Mother's Day episode.
Hi everyone! My name is Harmony Elise. I'm so excited to tell everyone in the world about this Mother's Day song. It is so important to me and it's so important to my dad, and we've worked very hard on it, and I hope you like this video and I hope you like the song.
Yes, we will be premiering our song on this video in a second. So before we just jump right into the song, you are a singer. How long have you been singing for?
I've been singing since I was 8. I'm 10 now, so yeah, 2 years.
So you only been singing for 2 years, huh?
Yeah.
Technically, she's been singing since she's came out of the womb. If I'm being honest, you were singing before you were talking.
Yeah.
But you started recording 2 years ago. And what can you tell people about your journey from when you first started recording till now?
The first time I recorded was when we recorded Baby Girl Day Night. It was a fun experience and I had a great time. And then we moved on to Dario, and now we're up to here.
Wait a minute. You recorded a song before Baby Girl and I feel like you're skipping.
Oh yeah, I recorded Wake Up, and it was absolutely fun and beautiful. I had a great time when I recorded it.
Now, this is a Mother's Day episode, and you recorded Wake Up with your mom, right?
Yep.
So, how was that experience recording that song with your mom?
It was very fun, and they had these stuffed animals. They let me play with them, and I actually got to play on the swing while I was there, and I got to jump on the bed, and it was really fun. And I got to pretend like I was cooking.
Now, are you talking about the video shoot that you did, or are you talking about actually recording a song?
I'm talking about the video shoot.
So how was it recording the song?
It was fun. So we had a kind of a hard time, but we did it. We ended up making it super fast, and it was good. I liked it.
So Wake Up, it's a vibe. And then the second song you recorded was, what was it again?
Baby Girl Good Night.
So how was that experience recording Baby Girl Good Night?
It was very fun. It was actually the first time that I was in the studio, so I was super nervous because when we recorded Wake Up, we did it from home, so it was my first time actually in a studio. And I was very nervous, but I was also excited, and it turned out being great. A lot of people helped us, and it was just a great experience.
And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know you was nervous, but you surprised me that day, because one thing I could say is, you being so young, you were able to take take direction and just go. So I think you blew everybody away in the studio. Everybody walked away saying, "You guys got to put this song out today." And "Baby Girl Good Night" is a Christmas song, and it literally was a week before Christmas that we recorded that song. Just like it's Mother's Day on Sunday, and today is Thursday. Harmony's going with her mom for this Mother's Day weekend. So I said, "Look, we got to record some type of content to promote this song." So do you want to tell our viewers about this song?
Yes, this song is about Mother's Day. It's about showing moms that they're special, and they're loved. And
now, what you came to me and you said, "Hey, Dad, I want to do a Mother's Day song." What inspired you to want to do a Mother's Day song?
so I was just thinking about songs that I should write, and I was like, oh, Mother's Day is gonna come up soon. Maybe we should do a Mother's Day song. So I just thought about it.
Now, can you share like obviously, when you listen to the song, you can hear the sincerity in your voice. Can you talk about, your mom a little bit? Can you talk about maybe tell a story or,
Well, my mom is very funny. She is, and really interesting, and she is very outgoing. And a funny story is, so my mom was getting her hair done, and my cousins were there, and then she just randomly started talking about this, like a slug, and then she got very grossed out, and then everyone was laughing, so that was kind of funny.
a slug, huh? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared of slugs myself. They're kind of nasty. They're disgusting.
They're like moving burgers.
And they kind of slimy, too.
Yeah, they're moving burgers.
In this song, I think this song is so special because, first and foremost, I don't think that there's ever been like a dad-daughter collaborations on a song. I'm not saying it's never been done before, but it's not coming to the top of my mind. And the fact that you got to talk about your mom in this song and I got to talk about my mom, I think was really dope. And the fact that the song itself is made to empower all moms, you know, I just think that it shows to your greatness because I feel like a lot of the songs that you have created already appeal to a large amount of people. And we really take those personal experience and just really put it in the music and it comes out dope. So one of the things that I want to do is talk about, my mom. I tell you this, me and my mom, I love my mom to death. She'll do anything for me. She's always been there for me. But when I was younger, we had, we always was bumping heads. And we had kind of a rough relationship. And I was always, I never wanted to write a song about my mom. I don't know why. Like I never wanted to be vulnerable about talking about, me and my mother's relationship. But when Harmony said, "Hey, I would like to do a Mother's Day song," it really started off really focusing on. And I told her, I said, "Well, if you want to write a song about your mom, you have to express those words." And she was like, "All right, well, I really want to do it." So we started looking for the beat, and Harmony was. I think I came up with the hook, but the song came up really organic. But when it came to writing my part, I really wanted to be vulnerable and tell my faults because I've definitely have been in the wrong in some situations for my mom. But I also wanted to acknowledge how just of that rock, like she's the rock. She always is there for you, Harmony. She's always coming through for you. She's there for all her grandkids. She's there for all her kids. And I really just wanted to give her her flowers on this record. And I sent it to her and she said she loved the song. So for me, that was major. I want you to know, Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And you deserve your flowers. You deserve honestly to put your story out there. You deserve for people to know who you are and just know how amazing you are. I also want to give my sister, who's like a second mother to me, her flowers as well. Erica Smith. Mwah. We love you. Can you tell a funny story about your aunt?
Well, so one time I was at their house. Me and my cousins were eating breakfast with a friend the night, and my cousin was like, "You're a big bag," and then my auntie was like,
Your cousin said what?
My cousin said, "You're a big bag," and then
You're a big back?
Yes.
What's that about?
Cause I was eating and I was.
Oh, so they were saying that you was being Greek. Yeah, that sound about right. She be drawn. She be drawn.
And then my aunt was like, my aunt was like, "Say yo mama," and then we were both laughing because then I would be talking about my aunt.
So she told you to respond to your cousin to say your mama. And he was like, "No, I was talking about you, auntie." That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You did tell me that before. My sister is also my rock. My sister always comes through. I love you, Happy Mother's Day. She just bought a new house. She inspired the whole family to be homeowners. We're very proud of you. We can't wait to have game night at your house. Drinks on you, you know. But without further ado, we're going to do a live reaction to our song. This is the first time we ever are putting the Mother's Day song out. It's called Momma. And, I want you guys to definitely comment and let us know what you think about it. All right.
Comment down below, guys. Hope you like it. My dad's playing this song. You're the best friend I ever had. I love Momma. When I'm sad, mommy always made me glad. I love Momma. Did you cry, mommy? Know you are queen. I love Momma. With a smile that should be a movie screens. I love Momma. Bad times don't last forever.
No.
Hard times don't last forever.
No.
We can get through the storm as long as we got each other. Bad times don't last forever.
No.
Bad times don't last forever.
No.
We can get through the storm as long as we got each other. Momma, I love Momma. Momma, I love Momma. Momma, I love Momma.
Okay.
Mama, I know I was disrespectful. I know I was detrimental. I know I was super entitled.
Sorry, Mama.
Mama, I searched the whole world for a love like yours, and I found out there's no one else like you. Mama, I didn't see the challenge that you faced being young and single, struggling to raise a man. It took me to be a single dad right here with my daughter. Now I get it, now I understand. And storms don't last. Drowning in that water, watching friends sail past. Building others up while they watching me drown. Only other person that would throw a lifeline down was you. Just know you appreciate it, deserve to be celebrated much more than a day. I'ma keep making you proud, Mom, just so I can see the pretty smile on your face, your face, your face. I love you, Mom.
I love Momma. Momma, I love Momma. Momma, I love Momma. Momma.
Yeah.
You're the best friend I ever had.
I love my mama.
When I'm sad, mommy always made me glad.
I love my mama.
Did you cry, mommy? Know you are queen.
I love my mama.
With a smile that should be a movie screens. I love
Okay.
Bad times don't last forever.
No.
Bad times don't last forever.
No.
We can get through the storm as long as we got each other. Bad times don't last forever. Bad times don't last forever.
No.
We can get through the storm as long as we got each other.
Mama. I love my mama.
Shout out to my mom, Shock Therapy. If you didn't check out her Instagram, go check it out. She has some really good nails.
Hey, I does to be poppy. That was funny. You all like this? You are a little comedian, aren't you? So one of the things that we've been doing is showing Harper on this channel. Um, Harper's video of her yelling at me has got the most views on this channel so far. So I just want to give a big shout out to Harper, my youngest daughter, who's about to be 8 months. Hey, Harper.
That's my sister.
And I also want to give a shout out to Harper's mother, Annie. I love you.
I love you too, Mr. Myra.
Look at you, putting the government out there. I don't even put Annie's government out there. You wrong. But we love you. It's our first Mother's Day, and I want to tell a special story about Annie. You have any yourself? You have any special stories?
I remember when she was helping me with my homework, and then Harper kicked my homework.
Really?
Yeah, and we were both laughing.
I remember when. So we first and foremost we created a gift. We created a gift. We thought that it was going to be special to record right before we found out if Annie was pregnant with a boy or a girl. We already had names for both, but we recorded that day and we created that gift for Harper when she gets older. And what's so dope about that is to go back and watch that gift, that video, and see how emotional Annie was and how she was bossy, and how she was, just snapping and bossing around. I said, geez Louise, that's around the time I started being scared of her. We got this whole video, of the whole day and, seeing how she reacted when we found out that we were having a girl. It was a very special moment. She cried. She was crying. She was like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do with the girl? Now Harper is terrorizing the house. She be drawn, but we love her. We love Harper.
I want to have it
But
any other way.
we couldn't make a Mother's Day video without giving Miss Shamira, Annie, my baby, her flowers and our love. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
You are an amazing mother, and it's so great to watch you not only play an important role in this little one's life, but just take care of Harper. It's so amazing to watch. So this is from you. Now, go ahead. I'm okay.
I'm gonna say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Yes, for sure. Now, one of the main reasons my daughter, she I want to talk about you for a second. Before we actually get out of here, we played the song. We gave her shout outs. I want to talk about this little one right here. You'll be 10 next month. And we've been working on a project for Harmony to release. Mama's on that project. She has a birthday song. She has a song called Girls Run the World. And I just want you to know how proud I am of you. Already, people don't see the hard work, and you're so humble, but you have, you're amazing. And just to see you already working on your craft and to see you already making these amazing songs at your age, I'm super proud of you. You're amazing. And when it comes to how things are going to play out in the future, I feel like you're already a superstar. You're already a superstar.
Thank you, Daddy.
So I guess there's no doubt in my mind, but you also, even outside of music, you were my inspiration for me to create the company, My Gift. You know that?
You say it every day.
So this channel is really about showing my family, showing the dad side of me, And my daughter actually inspired me to create a whole company. And for the past 7 years, with my company, My Gift, I've been helping people create videos to leave to their loved ones when they pass and when they're not around. And back in 2016, when you were born, I got life insurance. And I never forget, I was like, yo, I'm the type of the parent that if something happened to me, I would want to leave a message to you to say, I love you, leave a message to you to give you words of encouragement. And I remember doing it myself and having a certain sense of security that I did that. And a couple months later, I said, yo, I see this type of stuff on movies, but there's not like a company that specializes specifically in this. And um, it started, I said, I'm going to make that company. And the reality is that that idea started from the love that I had from you, but to see what My Gift has turned into. Now it's not even just a company that deals with those type of videos. You know, we teach people how to do private journals. We teach people how to uh, store their videos and set up a whole delivery system for anything, for prayers, for recipes, for fish and chips. It doesn't matter. And to see how we're creating a certain type of impact, and to know that it started in a house when you were born. So I'm rambling, but I just want, like I said, just to give you your flowers. Um, what is a gift?
A gift is something, as a video that you leave to your loved ones when you pass.
And the crazy part is, everybody's talking about, like, not everybody, but some people talking about how we're all going to be able to turn into AIs. We're all going to be able to, be artificial intelligence in the future. And what people don't know is I've written a Christmas story that you're a part of. And when it comes down to the AI of the company, because the website is called mygift.ai, I actually copied your voice and made an AI version of you to literally talk to the customers, deal with the customers, um, create like meetings for myself and my staff, send out emails. And I think when it's all said and done, I really want people to see how big of an influence you have been to me, and how I use your inspiration all throughout the company, whether it's the music aspect or whether it is the AI and some of your silly personality. Like I literally get inspired by this kid, and you're going to see her more when she's putting out a song. I'm going to show her. She's putting out a whole project June 16th.
My birthday.
Look out for it. Now, do we have anything to say to the people before we go? We've been on live for 23 minutes. You have anything to say?
Yes. I'm just gonna say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there again. And Daddy, you make me blush. And I love you, Daddy. And you're so amazing to me. You take care of me. You help me make songs. You're there when I'm sad. You're just the best dad in the universe, and I'm so thankful for you.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush now. Got me feeling all good inside. No, I love you, daughter. Like I said, this is actually our first time doing a live like this, so I'm gonna bring you back on the show. Like, ultimately, I'm so private, so I usually don't necessarily like to even show my family. But one thing I can give your mom credit is this: your mom was the first person that recorded a song with you and put your song out there to the world. I personally wasn't ready for you to become an artist and do certain things. But when I recognized how amazing you was, and when I seen you, you was like, Dad, we have to work on a song. Didn't you say that to me? You was like, all right, Dad, now we got to do a song. And at first, I was a little hesitant with it, but I started recognizing that we literally bond through music. Like how we have fun, we create songs. And they just so happen to be fire. You know what I mean? They just so happen to be boop boop heavy hitters. You know, right now we have Baby Girl Good Night out. We also have Daddy O. And just a little bit backstory. Baby Girl Good Night was inspired by you always asking for a sibling. Like from the time you was, I don't know, 4, you ask Santa for a sibling, you ask me, you ask your mom, you ask everybody. We're like, look, that's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. So you were still asking for a sibling, and I'll never forget MJ said for Christmas that he wanted a sibling. Do you remember that? So that's literally the inspiration behind that Christmas song. I think it's a very unique Christmas song. I think you did an amazing job. Then we have Daddy O. You know, I remember when I didn't see you for probably like 3 months. And you came back and you was expressing how you felt to me. I felt being away for that long. That inspired Daddy O. Um, but you was like, listen, Dad, these songs is cool, but I'm tired of singing these sad songs. Didn't you say that?
Yes.
You said, listen, these songs, I love them. I put my Cindy Lou voice. Do you know this girl told me, she said, Dad, you know I got a Beyonce voice, right? I said, a Beyonce voice? So one thing you can expect by this project that's coming out is we definitely started focusing on, how would you describe it, the songs that's coming out on your new project?
I would describe them as very girly.
Very girly. What is the name of the project?
Girlies Run the World.
Girlies Run the World. What inspired that?
Well, I would always see some kids and even adults sing these Girls Run the World songs, and I wanted to make my own Girl Run the World song. So those people inspired me.
Okay, that's fire. So listen, we're about to close it out. Can you sing something live? Can you sing part of the Girls Run the World song live and a cappella for the viewers so they can know what to expect on Girlies Run the World?
Here's a little bit of Girlies Run the World. And 3, 2, 1. Me and my girlies run the world. We're gonna always do our thing. You better treat us with respect. You better call us by our name. Me and my girlies run the world. We're gonna always do our thing. You better treat us with respect. You better call us by our name. Me and my girlies run the world.
Me and my girlies run the. Look, I'm the biggest fan. You see, I'm all singing your songs. Sometimes you gotta say, Dad, look, let me sing. But yep, that's a little taste of Girlies Run the World. All right, guys. Comment below, like, subscribe. We will be sending this out to all the mothers that we know. And if you guys make it to the end of this video, make sure you send it out to all the mothers that you know. Make sure you guys go to mygift.ai. Learn how to create a gift. We're doing a Mother's Day special for only $99. You can join our program where we're going to teach you how to set up your database and start creating your gifts for your loved ones. It's that simple. You know, if you think that concept is dope, reach out to me. Link in the description. We out.